offside. Oh, that's going to be icing. I'm sorry. Not a lot of clean play right now. A lot of block shots. Rutland's clogging the zone, protecting McDermott. A lot of pucks coming off their pads. Girls need to start working the zone a little better, hold the puck, make some passes. Puck is out of the zone now. Mia Delore has it, turns up ice. She's still got one player in the zone trying to clear. Rowan Horgan has lost her stick and was knocked out, but she got out in time. Horgan keeps it in on the blue line. Nice job pinching. It must have bounced out a little. They're calling offsides. I thought she had it in. This one's coming all the way down. Out there for the Comets, you have Gabby Frady's a freshman with Kate Storms, sophomore, and Bella Schufert. On D is Horgan and Delore. Face off one. Horgan kicks it out of the zone. Schufert gets a stick on it, just loses an edge and falls. Good hustle by Bella. Puck sent back in by Rutland. Icing is waved off. Delore's being chased by Patori. Mia avoids Patori, still has the puck. Now she's pushed it to Gabby Frady's. Gabby bangs it off the boards, passes it to herself. Still in the corner with it, and she's being pressured by Emily Sunderland. Now Gabby Frady's comes up, chips it off the boards to Kate Storm. Kate pulls it off her backhand and still with a puck. Makes a nice little move. Stays on the blue line, backhand across ice to Belle Schufert, just a little bit in front of her. Schufert in the corner with the puck. She's got Seneca Lamus coming in to help. Kate Storm sitting right in front of that waiting. Emily Sunderland tries to clear the zone, but it's kept in by Jillian Smith, thrown deep around the corner. Patorti's coming up ice with the puck. She throws it up the blue line, but kept in by Amber Pocket, but now back out by 22. Excuse me, it is 24. Emma Barclay. Puck's now back in. Looked like shot by Molly Smith. Jillian Smith pinches, keeps it in. Puck comes back up to Jillian. She makes a little move, throws it back in toward the net. Now it's back out by Patorti. On to Molly Smith's stick. Molly crosses the center ice. She's got a little room. Maddie Montaigne meets her at the blue line. They just kind of a little collision, got a little offsides. Ran out of room. Molly and Maddie just trying to cross the blue line at the same time, but puck wasn't with them. Lamus on the draw with Sophie Ellison. Lamus wins the faceoff back to Jillian Smith. Smith throws it up to Amber Pocket at the far side, but she just jumped across the blue line before the puck got to her. Another offsides. Some new players out here getting some opportunities. Lamus on the draw with Sophie Ellison. Conversation, the refs, due to the face-off, they're going to pull it back down towards the Comet zone. It was one ref thought the offside was just a deliberate. Lamus wins the draw. Montaigne pushes it forward. Pocket now has the puck going down the side hash. She's got Montaigne in front of the net. Lamus right up on top of the key waiting for her. Nice job by Sarah Crossman to kick the puck back to the corner. Ellison trying to leave the zone, loses an edge and goes down. Montaigne gets the puck, tries to throw it back in. The Comet's going to do a line change. It's going to be nice, I believe. Yes. Dangerous little icing right there, too, as the Comets are doing a change. Rutland threw the puck up the boards right at the Comet bench as they're changing. You got several players coming over the boards and coming off the ice at the same time. All it's got to do is make contact and get the right official at the right time. Too many girls on the ice. Not the case today. Jarvis at the draw with Piper Newman. Jarvis wins the draw, goes back to Aaron Benoit, but pushed out by Patori. Patorti. That name is just going to roll by the end of the night. Thrown back in by Duclon for the offsides. Jarvis and Barclay on the draw now. One by Jarvis, pushed in. Alexander jumps through, tries it, and she just missed the puck on the carry through. Now the puck is clear of the Comet zone. Ayla Shea is backing up, giving chase is Ellie Malale. Shea's decided to go around that. She's carrying up ice. She hits cross ice. She's got Alexander. Throws it into her skates. Ray kicks it forward and chases. Patorti's going in the corner with Alexander. Pretoria does a great job keeping the puck and throwing it back up ice, but picked up by Jarvis. No room for these Comet players to shoot through. The Rutland players are just blocking that zone. Great job. Pretoria got her stick on Alexander right at the minute when she's trying to shoot it over McDermott's pad. Jarvis coming around, fanning the net with the puck, looking. She's like a shark in the water, that girl. Little backhand in, another kick out by Pretoria skates. Tries to hit Benoit at the blue line, but it goes past and is out of the zone. You got Shea going back, getting chased by Ella Malale. Shea is turned up ice and she passes it to Jarvis at the blue line. Jarvis skates in. Goes behind the net. She's looking. She does. Grace Frady's at the top of the key, and Grace takes a shot into the 5-hole area, but McDermott kicks it to the corner. Puck comes out of the zone. Sophie Ellison had it, and now you got Ellie Malali throwing it deep. Jillian Matthews giving chase. She's coming around the Comet net with the puck. Throwing it up ice. Nobody there. Goes into the Rutland skaters to defense. Now thrown back into the zone by number 9, Sarah Crossman. And now back out of the Comet zone. Number 13, Kiana Bushy, throws it back up ice, but picked up by Addie Parent. Addie throws it across ice to Frady's. Grace Frady's coming through the corner with the puck, tips it around behind the net and chasing. She's got Richards at the point. Curls back in. Keep holding the puck. She's looking. Fires a shot into Sarah Crossman's pads. Curls back around with the rebound. Now Annika Thurston has the puck behind the net. Coming out looking. Passes it back to Jillian Matthews at the blue line. Jillian throws a shot in. Just wide of the net. Far corner. Picked up by Frady's. Frady's looking. Throws a little shot towards McDermott. McDermott knocks it down and covers. Face off going to be to the glove hand. Left side of McDermott. Gabby Frady's, freshman sister to the senior Grace Frady's, is on the draw with Piper Newman. Newman wins the face-off. Puck is now coming around from behind the Rutland net. Number 3, Emily Sunderland tries to throw it up ice, kept in by Matthews. And Horgan now. Horgan comes through a crowd and maintains control of the puck, passes it over to Schufert. Schufert throws it down behind the net. Piper Newman wings it around the boards, gets it out of the zone. It's touched up by Mia Delore, so no icing will be called. Delore's giving chase, coming behind the net with the puck. She's got room to skate. Up ice she comes. She makes a long pass to Schubert just ahead of her. Good idea by Mia. Going to turn into an icing. It'll come back down the common end. We'll have a little line change for both sides. The power line of Seneca Lamus, Maddie Montaigne, and Amber Paquette come out for the face-off. Jillian Smith and Molly Smith on the blue line. Face-off won by Lamus against Sophie Ellison. Throwing out a nice pass off the boards to Amber Paquette. This is Little Grass. It's a great play. It's been working. Comets will send a wing out the far side of the face-off draw. And face-off wins back to the D corner, and they just throw up hard across ice. It's either going to be a great breakaway pass or someone's going to intercept it, and your goalie's going to be ready. Resetting for the draw. Won by Lamus. Again, Smith off the boards, up to Paquette, but Rutland's dropped the defense to cover it. Tied up at the blue line. Lamus picked it back up off a Paquette stick. I thought there would have been an offsides, but no call. Went in, and McDermott makes another save. Lamus will be facing off with Piper Newman. One back to Paquette to the side, then back to Molly Smith on the blue line. Molly makes a little move on the D. Looking to get a shot. Ice is slippery today, folks. Smith goes down with a lost edge. Weak shot to the side. Rutland picks it up and sends it all the way back down. This is going to be off net, and it'll be another icing. It's going to be a good night to make some sniper calls. People are going down left and right. Nobody around them. Comets make a line change. Out come Jarvis, Duklon, and Alexander line with Shea and Benoit on the point. Piper Newman will be doing the draw with Jarvis. Won by Jarvis. Duclaw picks up and throws it over to Shea. Shea makes a move on point, steps in, fires a hard shot low into the pads. A lot of block shots in there tonight. Jarvis now coming out of the corner of the puck. She's looking, soft shot in, nice shot. Actually looked like it passed Alexander to the corner. Jarvis now in the corner of the puck, being pressured by Newman. Back out front to Duclaw. Duclaw to Alexander. Alexander back to Shea on the point. Shea fires a low shot into Newman's skates. Out comes Ellison with the puck now. Defended by Duclaw and Jarvis and Alexander. All three are over there. And Alexander now comes with the puck. She's wheeling with it backhands to Shea. Shea comes across the blue line, passes it up ice to Jarvis. Gets past Jarvis, and they're going to call an icing. Thought Jarvis might have had a piece of it. Good idea by Ayala. A little chip off the boards. Take a little bit off of that, and then let Jarvis go off to the races. Every one of these Rutland kids hitting the ice, they've all got smiles on their faces. So you guys are listening down at Rutland. I'm proud of these kids. Good, great attitudes. Face-off won by the Comets. Jarvis and thrown up ice to Alexander. But Rutland is really accommodating for that touchdown pass. They got a defense on a far D waiting for that breakout pass. Jarvis had a little attempt at McDermott. McDermott's really covering her angles well. Not a big girl in net, but she's getting in the right spots. Another icing called on Rutland. Comets do a change. You got Thurston, Parent, and Grace Radies. First one on the draw, wins back. Jillian Matthews. Matthews takes a shot. Saved by McDermott. Kick to the corner. Frades goes after the puck. She's got Arlie Richards on the blue line. She wants to push it back. She's going to go deep in the corner again. Still dealing with the puck in the corner. She's got Parent behind the net. Frades still coming around the net with the puck. She's looking. She tries to throw it out in front. Parent just gets to the backside of her. We're going to have another icing. Yeah, that Frades turned and saw Parent in the front. She threw it on her backhand, so the forehand. Parent was all set up for the one-timer. But just a real quick, hard pass. Short area to catch it. Good idea. 3:16 left in the period. Score is still 0-0. Firsting on the draw with Emma Barclay. Won by Thurston over to Addie Parent. Parent back to Jillian Matthews, but it clears the zone. Pressure by Ellie Malali. Picked back up by Thurston. Thurston crosses the blue line. She's got Parent to the center. Thurston crossing to the center of the zone. Little soft shot, just misses the net to the side. Parent now picks it up behind the net. Looking for some options. Good pressure by Rutland. Comes back out to Grace Frades. Quick one-time shot. Missed the net. Pinched in by Arlie Richards. Puck comes back out to Matthews. Matthews is waiting to have the zone cleared. She dumps it in. Comets are clearing and going for the change. Puck's picked up by number 4, Anna Galapio. But pressured by Kate Storm. Kate blocks it off her stick, throws it back to Gabby Frades. Gabby throws just wide of the net. Picked up by Bella Schufert behind the net. Bella's coming behind the net, stops. Looking to throw it back out front. Good idea. Defended well by number 9, Audrey Caputo. Throws it up the zone. Mia Delore picks up on the Comet blue line and throws it back down the ice to Kate Storms. Kate crossed the blue line, but it's picked up by Rutland and thrown the length of the ice for no icings, waved off. Rowan Horgan comes from behind the net. Hard pass up past Schufert. It's going to go the whole way, but it's waved off. Puck now behind the net, picked up by Piper Newman, thrown around the boards, but pinched in by Horgan. Horgan's going behind the net with the puck. Throws it out front. Just past Gabby Frades, but thrown back in by Bella Schufert, who's covering for Horgan on the pinch. Gabby Frades throws the puck behind the net. Schufert pinches in, and Newman comes out with the puck. Newman's got a little bit of room. She's got some speed going. Chips it over the red line and chips it in and follows her own pass. And she's got a shot across, just went behind the net. Picked up by Kate Storms on the far side. Kate throws it to the middle to Bella Schufert. Bella throws it out of the zone. Gets tied up in a few skates. Schufert and Gabby Frades is trying to press forward with it. They cross the blue line without the puck and had to clear. Puck's dumped back in by Horgan. We got a line change going on. Amber Pocket now in the corner with Sarah Crossman. Both working hard for the puck. Puck comes back out, thrown towards net by Schufert. Jillian Smith is pinching to throw it into the corner. Picked up by Galapio, but pressured by Rowan Horgan. Rowan Horgan comes, Seneca Lamus, I'm sorry, Seneca Lamus comes with a nice pass back out to Maddie Montaigne, who just missed a shot. Molly Smith now has the puck, crosses the blue line with it, makes a little move, looking for a shot. No shot there, curling back, looking. She's got point options, but she's going to take another shot. Just goes off a stick into the net. Nice move by Molly going in the corner. No shot in the initial wave, and just did a little peel out to the boards and gave herself some space and came out in the open ice. At that point, she had options of either shooting or using either points. 26.2 seconds left in the period. Zeros on the boards. Rutland's holding on. Face off one by Lamus, back to Benoit. Shot wide of the net. Picked up by Paquette behind the net. Defended by Patorti. Now Montaigne with the puck behind the net. She's coming looking for options. She throws it up, and Patorti's skates seem to be as big as cross-country skis. She's blocking everything. Puck is now out of the zone, and A.L. Shea comes into the zone with the puck, makes a move. Loses the puck and takes a stick and a puck with her to the corner. That's the end of the first period. Score is knotted at zeros. We're going to hear the shots on goal here once they get it calculated. But hats off to Rutland. 0-0 after one. Little bit messy plays out there. The girls have got to do a little bit more on the puck possession and wait for that pass, not force it. This live broadcast wouldn't be possible at our local sponsors, and huge thank you goes out to Northwest Rehab Services, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, Handy Toyota, Novus Glass, HB Greenhouse Nursery, and JC Image. If your business would like to join our incredible community of sponsors, please contact Northwest Access TV at 802-782-8676. And I don't think I'm going to hear shots on goal. If I do, folks, I'll let you know at the second period. We'll see you in about 10. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Jackson coming at you from the Collins Prairie Complex. The BFA Comets are squaring off against the Rutland Ravens. It's period 2 coming at us in about another minute 20. Score is knotted at zeros right now. Sierra McDermott is standing tall in the net for the Rutland Ravens. She's up for the task. The girls are throwing a lot of pucks at her, but between her players in front of her blocking a lot of shots and her playing her angles really well, it's keeping the puck out of the net. On the other end, the Comet end, we haven't had a lot of action for Dahlia. And the hard part for that is she's got to stay awake and be ready, because when it comes, you got to be ready. You just never know. Did not get a tally on the shots on McDermott, but it's got to be in the double figures. On the high end, probably in the 20 range. We'll see what kind of adjustments the Comets made. They got to slow it down a little. They got to distribute the puck a little better. People are holding on to it a little longer than they should. Find their open teammate, make the pass. Go to the net, get your rebounds. But Torty in front of that net is doing a great job keeping the Comets clear. Comets will start out with Fersen at the draw, Parent, and Grace Frady's on the wings. Number 24, Emma Barclay, will be doing a draw for Rutland. Winging with her is number 3, Emily Sunderland. And looks like number 5, Indira Oquendo. Won by Fersen, back to Parent. Parent over to Molly Smith. Molly Smith skates, turns away from Jilly Smith, and turns it up ice with the puck. She's got Grace Frady's on the far blue line. Nice pass, but defended well by number 4, Anna Galapio. Clears it back out of the zone. Picked up by Jillian Smith over to Molly Smith. Molly back over to Grace Frady, center ice. Grace throws it through Galapio's legs into McDermott's pads for the save. Face-off is going to be to the left of McDermott. Rutland coming out with a line change. Comets will stay with the same. Fersen, Parent, and Frady's. Number 6, Piper Newman on the draw with Fersen. Won by Newman, drawn back to Patorti. Patorti behind the net, flicks it up ice. Pinched in by Molly Smith. Now picked up by Addie Parent in the corner. Patorti takes it off Parent stick. Patorti is just doing a great job back there today. Now she's throwing it to the length of the ice. It's going to be icing. She is a very strong girl, and she's doing a great job. Puck comes anywhere near her, she's getting her stick on it. She's making it, making everybody react and have to readjust. She's usually coming out of the corner of the puck. Comets have a line change. You got Lamus, Montaigne, and Paquette on the line with Benoit and Shea on the point. Puck is won by Lamus, back, drawn right through the defense and out of the zone. Benoit carrying the puck across ice, center ice, looking to clear. Skates it in the zone, and then tips it back into the corner. Chased by Montaigne behind the net. Montaigne throws it back out in front. Just misses Lamus's backhand. Now picked up and cleared by Julie Kelly, excuse me. It is going to be another ice. That was a nice play behind the net by Montaigne. Started to go around the net, then didn't stop and just sent the puck back out short side. And Lamus's back was to her. She's skating to the front of the net, and it just hit the backhand of her stick. She'd have seen it, that probably would have been in. Lamus wins the draw back to Benoit. Benoit throws the puck into Piper Newman skates. And now it's cleared by 13. Kiana Bushy. Picked back up by Lamus and sent over to Paquette. Paquette comes across the zone, throws one in on McDermott, kicks it to the corner. Puck comes out of the corner back to Benoit, who pinched in low. Throws right to the middle of Paquette. Paquette, the one-time shot just wide of the net. Picked up by Lamus, sent back out, and Paquette throws another one in McDermott. And McDermott's just playing her angles extremely well. She was right where she had to be. Another save. Newman keeps Paquette off of McDermott for the rebound. Great job by Newman on that defense. Comets coming out with Jarvis, Alexander, and Duke on the line. Jillian Matthews, Harley Richards on the point. Draw is won by Rutland and thrown out of the zone. Jarvis now picks it up out of the zone, trying to come back in. She's got some speed coming across the top, got some room. Fires a shot high over McDermott's right shoulder for the first goal of the game. Great job by Bree Jarvis picking the puck up in the neutral zone. Presses hard between a couple skaters along the boards, and then cuts across the top of the circles. Takes her time, weeds her way in low enough, and throws it from the bottom edge of the circle right over McDermott's shoulder. First goal of the game. That'll probably be Jarvis and unassisted. My guess. Jarvis and Alexander and Duclaw are staying out there. Face off with Sophie Ellison, won by Jarvis. Duclaw tries to pass it herself off the boards. Ellison keeps her honest and keeps the puck at center ice. Now thrown back in by Jillian Matthews. Duclaw with the puck in the corner. Throws it up to Jarvis' skates, but loses a little control and thrown out by Rutland. Jillian Matthews throws it to the boards, picked up by Jarvis, who wheels again through neutral zone, loses it before the blue line, kicks it back, and now she's still wheeling and dealing. Fires another shot, kick save by McDermott to the corner, picked up by Alexander in the corner. Alexander behind the net, looking, throws it back behind the net to Jarvis. Jarvis behind the net, she's getting pressed by Newman. Jarvis skates away from Newman. She got Ellison. Now she throws it up to Matthews on the blue line, throws it back down to Alexander in the corner. Alexander skates it back up into Jarvis' skate. Newman pressures and poke checks Jarvis. Jarvis picks it back up. Still wheeling through the circle. Finds Duclaw to the side. Nice pass, Duclaw. Blocked by Patorti again. Picked up by Jarvis. Coming out from behind the net. She passes it across ice to Alexander. One-time shot. McDermott is there for the save. Throws it to the corner. Jarvis coming from the left side of the net. Throws it across to the right to Alexander on the post. And one-time point-blank shot. McDermott scans across the crease and makes a nice pad save. Gabby Frady's on the draw with Emma Barclay from Rutland. Tied up both by the centers, and Frady's angles her body, but still puck comes out by number 7, Ellie Mullally. Picked up by Rowan Horgan in the Comet zone. Getting pressure by Mullally. Horgan wheels away, looks up ice, hits Kate Storm at the center ice with a pass. Off her skate, goes the length of the ice. Kate's now picking it up behind the net. Coming around, she looks for Schuffer in front, but tied up by Gallipo. Now Horgan pinches in, throws it back up to Schuffer on blue line, who's covering for Horgan. Cross ice, Horgan goes looking for Storm. Past Storm, picked up by Gabby Frady's. Throws back up ice to Mia Dory, throws one in deep. Rebound, save, picked up by Horgan. Puck squirts through McDermott's pads, just sitting behind her. She had no idea where it was, and it's just sitting on the goal line. And Rogan Horgan and Kate Storm and Belle Schufert all went at it. So right now, Kate Storm comes through the line first, so maybe that's her goal. Great effort by McDermott. It's just too many shots, and that one just squeezed through. And great effort by the Comets to really go hard at the net. 2-0, 11 minutes left in the second period. Fersen on the draw with Ellison. Won by Fersen, back to Smith. Smith up to Grace Fraze. Grace crosses the blue line. She's getting pressured by Kiana Bushy and Ellison, but puck is still kept in. Now Fersen with the puck, throws one off. It's off the top goalie stick of McDermott over the net to the corner. Fersen with the puck again, throws another one right at McDermott. Good save by McDermott. She had it in her pads and it fell free in front. She saw it and dropped covered. And she's two big defensemen in front of her with Newman and Patorti. No one's getting through that wall. Newman on the draw with Fersen. Fersen wins it to Grace Rades. Pinched off by Patorti. Now to Fersen. Fersen throws another one into McDermott. Comes off her pads in front. And jammed in hard by, I believe it's Addie Parent. Yep, Addie Parent was there. As the puck drops free from McDermott's pads, Parent just whacked it through her pads and into the net. Third goal of the game. That one will probably be a combination assist, Frady's, Fersing, and Parent. Parent with the goal, assist to Frady's and Fersing. Lamus comes out with Montaigne and Paquette for the draw against Emma Barclay. Won by Lamus. Paquette overskates it. Now it's picked up by Barclay. Barclay sends it deep into the zone. loses an edge and goes down. Puck is picked up by Molly Smith. She's got a little room. She hits Paquette cross ice. Paquette is steaming into the zone. A little wide of the net. She goes behind the net. She got Lamus out front. Montaigne out front. Goes past both and gets eluded by Molly Smith. Comes into the neutral zone. Waiting for the girls to clear. Molly's coming back across the blue line with the puck. Smith, little move. She's got some room. She makes a nice pass back to Paquette. Just a little bit firm off the heel of her stick and skates free. Smith is all over the ice. Molly comes all the way back to blue line and gathers it up again and throws it back out deep to Maddie Montaigne. Montaigne coming back up to Smith, throws it to Molly. Molly takes a nice little wrist shot from blue line, kicked off to the corner, off of Sarah Crossman's ankle. Lamus throws it towards McDermott, off the post and into her skate, tied up. Sierra's got a lot of pressure this period. Sierra McDermott, she's, again, tip my hat to these girls. No quit. Jarvis on the draw with number 6, Piper Newman. Wins it back to Jillian Matthews, but good pressure. Vittori comes out hard to the blue line and challenges her. Puck is now clear into the central zone, neutral zone. Thrown back in deep by Jillian Matthews. Puck comes all the way around the boards, back to the far point to Molly Smith, or actually Arlie Richards. Puck is now behind the net with Bree Jarvis. Bree makes a move on Patorti. Actually, that's Newman. Another move. She's looking. She hits Drew Duclon between the hashes, and Duclon just settles it and fires a shot through the 5-hole on McDermott. Very, very patient play by Bree Jarvis. She went from behind the net, out of the corner, sidestepped a couple of Rutland players and heeled back a little bit on her angle, and she just waited for Duclon to set up and hit her with a nice pass. Duclon handled that and fed it right into the net. A little bit jumpy on the draw. Rutland players weren't on. Face-off will be with Emma Barclay and Bree Jarvis at center ice. Lila Aquindo and number 7, Ellie Mullally on the wings for Rutland. Puck is now coming out from behind the net, played by number 9, Sarah Crossman, thrown up ice, but kept in by Arlie Richards. Now the puck is clear in the neutral zone. Jillian Matthews has the puck. She looks across ice at Duclon, chips it off the boards. Duclon throws it in deep. Pressure by Alexander. Alexander picks it up out of the corner. She wheels. She's coming out around front. She's looking. There's a low shot blocked by number 9, Sarah Crossman. Came back out to Richards. Richards throws one in wide of the net. Jarvis with the puck comes out of the corner. Makes a nice little move. Reverses onto her heels and throws a quick shot at the near post, and McDermott was there. A little 180 spin by Jarvis on that move. It just kind of set everybody back on their heels, and she's still able to get off a nice shot. But McDermott's up to the task. Line change by the Comets. Gabby Frady's at the center. Storm and Schufert on the wings. Puck comes back and cleared by Patorti. Hit off the Laurie sticks with no icing will be called. Picked up by Rowan Horgan behind the net. Coming behind the net. Comes back out and throws it up and makes a attempted pass to Schufert, but it's blocked by Kiana Bushy and thrown back in on Dolly Steele, and I think that'll be Dolly Steele's first save of the game. And she's getting her congratulations. Ellison on the draw with Frady's. Frady's wins it back to Horgan behind the net. Horgan's coming up ice with it. She's got a little bit of room. Backhand pass across ice. She's looking for Frady's. Behind Frady's. Frady's picks it up off the boards. Crosses the blue line in the Rutland zone. Fires a blistering shot. Look, it's going high glove side post. And nice save by McDermott. Flashes the glove. Leather is there for Sierra tonight. That was destined for the top corner. Great shot by Frady's. Even better save by McDermott. Face off to the stick side of McDermott. Frady's wins the draw back. Schufert picks it up, but loses it to number 3, Emily Sunderland, who throws it the length of the ice for icing. Getting that a lot. The Rutland girls are, you don't blame them. I mean, they're getting a lot of pressure in their zone, and their main defensive source right now is to throw it out. But as these girls play together, year after year, you're going to see a lot less of that. This is a great group of girls, just in my opinion, just for coming out and playing every game. Division I hockey. Draw one by Frady's, but slips past Kate Storm and pulled out of the zone by number 17, Taylor Sweat. Picked back up by Jillian Smith, who sends it across ice to Molly Smith. Molly tries to make a cross ice pass, intercepted by Kiana Bushy. Kate Storm now has the puck. We're inside the Rutland zone. Thrown in deep by Jillian Smith. Pressured by Gabby Frady's. Little tanglement of skates and sticks. A couple people go down, no penalty. Great interception right there by Addie Parent. Leaves it for Molly Smith. Molly throws her wrister towards net, just wide. Jillian Smith is now pinching in. She's coming back looking for Bella Schufert. Hits Bella Schufert, but pressured by Taylor Sweat. And now it's sent the length of the ice by Taylor Sweat. Picked up by Molly Smith behind the net. Makes a little move. She's got plenty of room to skate now. Open ice. She's getting back checking by number 7, Ella Malale. Great job by Malale. And then Pettori meets Smith at the net. No room there. Puck is now clear of the zone. Thrown back in by Erin Benoit. Waiting for the zone to clear. Pettori coming around the net with the puck. She's got a little bit of room. Now she's pressured by Grace Frady's. Comes in, makes a shot, bouncing shot on Steele. Steele knocks it down and then kicks it to the corner. Tough shot by Pettori. Hard shot, but still one with bouncing. But played well by Steele. Puck is now clear of the Comet zone. A lot of sticks on the ice here. Get some people gathering their equipment. Grace Frady's crossed the blue line of the puck. She's got Annika Fersing in front of the net waiting. Frady's still dealing with it in the corner. This case behind the net. She's got Benoit at the blue line. Passes it out to Benoit. Benoit takes a step. Shoots a weak shot in. Blocked by Pettori. Cleared by Emily Sunderland. Puck's dumped in. Comet's clear. Now charging back in. Pettori throws the puck down the length of the ice and it is waved off. Newman giving pressure on Shea. Shea throws it across ice to Arlie Richards. Arlie up to Paquette now. Richards now gets the puck back by the blue line. Good pressure by Newman. Newman now has the puck, takes a little shot, but intercepted by Shea. Shea picks up, looking for some move. She's skating up ice. She's got Lamus to the center if she sees her. She's going on. Ella's going all the way with it. Good poke check by number 4, Galapio. Puck is down the ends in the corner now behind the net. Now it's back in front. A lot of bodies fighting for that puck. Great job by Rutland keeping the Comets off that puck. Number 9 comes out with the puck. Sarah Crossman throws it length to the ice. No ice. Waved off. Ayla Shea is going deep for the puck. Coming back up ice. She's got Paquette up ice. She hits her at center ice. Amber doing what she does best. Takes off and across the blue line going fast. Got some steam. She's got Montague in front of the net. Defended by Galapio. Nice job by number 4. Puck comes back to the blue line. Jillian Smith throws it on ice. Saved and thrown out by the length of the ice by number 9, Sarah Crossman. Waiting for this face-off to happen. Let's take a little shout out to our sponsors. This live broadcast wouldn't be possible without our local sponsors. A huge thank you to Northwest Rehab Services, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, Handy Toyota, Novus Glass, H&B Greenhouse Nursery, and JC Image. If you want to join this wonderful team, just give Northwest Access TV a call at 802-782-8676. Draw one by Jarvis. Now being fought for in the corner by Alexander. Jarvis picks it up out of the mess. Skates in the front of the net. Loses her edge. Puck is kept in by Richards. Thrown on net softly. McDermott kind of misplayed it, but was able to recover and cover it up for the save. Folks are lucky I'm all business right now because I'd love to sing this song to you. Newman and Jarvis on a draw. Jarvis wins the draw back to Duclon. Duclon feeds it back to Jillian Matthews. Jillian takes a shot on, but blocked again by the Rutland Ravens. Duclon picks it up in the central zone, neutral zone, passes it over to Richard. Richard goes up ice to Alexander on the far side. Alexander's got Jarvis, top of the circle. Jarvis rips another shot just wide of the net. Jarvis picks up her own shot on the side hash, goes behind the net. She's got both Alexander and Duclon in front of the net, but Pettori is there. Pettori's playing well. Clears the puck out of the zone. Picked up by Matthews, thrown across ice to Richards on the other side. Richards looking up ice for a pass. Hits Duclain on the blue line. Duclain dumps it in. Newman and Jarvis going into behind the net. Newman comes out and throws it around the boards and out of the zone. Picked back up by Delorier now. Crossing the center ice, hits Rowan Horgan. Horgan's now backhands a soft one up to Jarvis. Intercepted by number 2. No, excuse me, number 11. Lala Oquendo. Kept in by Mia Delorier on a pinch. Now Bella Shuford runs into Patorti, and that's not a battle you want to have every day. Patorti coming around the corner with the net with the puck, throws it hard off the glass, out of the zone. Picked up by number 17, Taylor Sweat, throws it in. Newman giving chase. Piper Newman. Gabby Frades has the puck, throws it to her, tries to pass it herself, but Newman gets it away from her and throws it back up ice, but it clears the zone. Anna Galapio cannot keep it in. Bella Schufert turns and with a backhand wheels it back in the Rutland zone. Galapio throws it out of the zone, picked up by Delorier. She's got Horgan on the far side, throws it over just behind her. She has to retreat into her own zone, pick the puck up. Rowan bangs it off the board up ice to looking for Kate Storm. Number 9, Sarah Crossman clears it up ice to now Horgan's picking it up in the dangerous play. She had number 7. Ella Mullally had a good chance of running in on Dally Steele by herself. Picked up by Delorier now, up ice to Storm. Storm crosses into the Rutland zone with the puck. She's got Grace Frades on the far side, tries to backhander, goes a little bit far. Frades now picks it up, getting pressured by Galapio behind the net. Frades still coming around the corner with the puck. She's coming on top of circles, looking, fires one off the pads of number 7, Ellie Mullally. Clears the zone. Molly Smith now has it. Crosses the blue line, fires one over the net, hard shot. First and now with the puck. Pushes it back to Addie Parent, blue line. Addie Parent goes across to Molly Smith on the far side. Jillian Smith swaps with Molly Smith. Molly still wheeling with the puck on the blue line. She's skating in low, looking for a pass, throws it into Ellison Skate. Back up on the blue line now with Smith. Smith is making a few wheels, moving, looking for a shot. She's got room now. Fires it into McDermott's belly. Great job. McDermott was coming out high on the crease, taking away the net. Molly was going for the open slot glove side, but McDermott was there. Rutland going for a needed line change. Sends out minute 13 left. You got Patorti, you got Piper Newman, Kira Bushy. Face off is won by Ferson over to Parent. Parent back to Jillian Smith. Jillian Smith down to Grace Frades. Grace makes a little move on Patorti, coming across the top. Back to Jillian Smith. Jillian Smith throws a shot in. Annika Ferson tries to deflect it, but ends up coming off her stick awkwardly. It clears the zone. Now it's back by Smith, the center ice. Smith sends it. Molly Smith sends it deep into the zone. Pressured by Grace Frades and Newman. Piper Newman doing battle in the corner. Frades backhands to the net, but the only one there is Patorti. Turns and throws it to the length of the ice. 40 seconds left in the period. It'll be icing. Comets go towards the Rutland net. It's very easy to find Patorti. That's where she is, and she's a tough customer to deal with when you get close. Lamus, Paquette, Montaigne line comes out with Benoit and Shea on the point. Face-off won by Lamus. Shot fired by Shea. Inside the post on the left side of McDermott for goal number 5. Great shot by Ella Shea. Got the puck, didn't waste a lot of time. Pulled herself a little to the side, gave herself an open lane and let it rip. .33 seconds left in the period. Draw won by number 7, Ella Mullally, but picked up by Montaigne. Montaigne takes it in the zone. Fires a shot. McDermott makes another save, kicks it to the corner, picked up by number 9, Sarah Crossman. Crossman tries to throw it up ice, but kept in by Benoit. And now Montaigne. Puck comes back up the blue line. Benoit's there again, taps it off the boards, and Montaigne being pressured by number 9, Sarah Crossman. Nice play by Amber Paquette as the puck comes across the zone, goes in behind the net. Amber backhands it to the front. Just missed by Lamus. That puck was sent to the length of the ice at the buzzer for icing, but period is done. Comets are up 5-0. Dottie Steele got a couple very good attempts on her that period, and she was up for the task. McDermott is seeing a ton of shots, and she is standing on her head. She's doing a great job in net for the Ravens. But here we have a 5-0 lead by the Comets with 1 period to go. Come on back in 10 minutes. Welcome back to the complex, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 5-0 lead. BFA Comets over the Rutland Ravens. 32 seconds, and we'll start the third period and get a wrap-up on this. Rutland's coming in, if you're just joining in, with a very, very, very green team. This team was left with 4 returning players after last season, and they had to beg, plead, and borrow to get girls to grab some skates and equipment and try hockey for the first time in their life. And you know what? I tip my hat to these young ladies. They're showing up for every practice, and they're coming to every game. Regardless of the score, they leave with a smile. They're out here right now, smiling and having a good time. So I'm very, very impressed with these girls, and all you Rutland fans back home and here at the rink, you should be very proud of these young ladies. Comets are coming out with the freshman Gabby Frades on the center for the draw, Bella Schufert, Kate Storm on the wings, Arlie Richard and Jillian Matthews on the point. Rutland will be matching up with Sophie Ellison at the center with a draw, winged by Taylor Sweat. And I believe that's number 13 dancing over there, Kiana Bushy. On the blue line, we've got the captain, Anna Galapio, and number 9, Sarah Crossman. McDermott is in net. Dahlia Steele's in net for the Comets. Tater with a drop. Won by Frades. Back to Storm. Storm wheels and comes across the blue line with the puck. Twittering through the center. Throws a nice shot in on McDermott. Loses it for a second, gets her glove on it for the save. Real good rush by Kate Storm. And a nice save by Sarah McDermott. The same lines are staying on the ice. Draw won by Frades over to Schufert. Schufert back to Jillian Matthews. Jillian throws it through a crowd, but it's knocked down. Galapio backhands it out of the zone. It's waved off, goes the length of the ice. It's going to be picked up by Jillian Matthews coming around the back of the Comets net, looking up ice for a pass. Loses it off the heel of her stick, pressured by number 13, Kiana Bushy. It finally comes out of the zone. Thrown back in by Crossman. Now Bushy takes it from the center ice and backhands it down in the zone, picked up by Jillian Matthews. Pressured by Bushy. Good job by Bushy on the pressure. Schufert up to Frades across the blue line. Gabby takes a shot into McDermott's midsection. McDermott holds on for the save. I'm going to count the saves here. I haven't heard it from our accountant down below, also known as the bookkeeper, so it's 2 so far this period for Sierra. Comets come out with a line change. You got Lamus on the draw. She's positioned in Horgan, looking to draw it back to her. Great job by number 6, Piper Newman, on the draw, tied up Lamus. Puck is now clear of the zone. Shot back up ice by Mia Delory to Amber Paquette. Amber crosses the blue line. Takes a shot from just inside the circle, off McDermott's shoulder. 3. Horgan picks it up blue line, tries to backhand over to Delory. Delory's not there. She's backing up to cover her zone. Go a little offsides. Emma Barclay coming in with a draw against Lamus. Won by a cross by Lamus, sending it over to Paquette. Paquette now coming into the zone, deep in the corner. Horgan pinches in low. Oh, pass from Paquette to Lamus in front. Seneca Lamus threw it on the inside of the post and going right behind McDermott, across the post and away to the corner. Good shot, good pass. Puck is cleared by number 5, Indira Oquindo. Sent back in by Mia Delory. Now Horgan has it center ice and sends it deep and chasing it herself as the rest of the Comets go for a line change. Bray Alexander comes on from the line change and she's picking it up now. She's wheeling across the blue line. She's got Duclon coming in to join her. Another circle by Alexander waiting for her teammates. She's got Jillian Smith on the blue line and now she's got Bree Jarvis deep in the corner. She throws it down to Jarvis, who's going behind the net and getting pressured by Galapio. Jarvis comes back out with it and sends it to Molly Smith at the blue line. Smith is tooling around, looking for some to do with the puck. So they're back down the corner to Jarvis. Jarvis is now coming across the goal line, back up to the blue. Passes it across ice, looking for Alexander on the far post and kicked off of number 9, Sarah Crossman, skate into the corner. That's a dangerous, it almost deflected in the net. McDermott was following a pass Alexander. Pass from Jarvis to Duclon in front of that. Duclon fires it right into patiently waiting McDermott. She is just covering all angles, doing really well. She's not a very big goalie. But, you know, to be that size and to come out high in the crease and position yourself at the angles and just be there for the shots, he's doing a great job. Learning a lot this year from seeing a lot of shots. Jarvis on the draw. Draw is tied up. Alexander and Taylor Sweat. Puck comes back up to the blue line. Jillian Smith sends it back in. We're going to have our first penalty. I think in that little tie up there, as they picked themselves up off the ice, it might have gotten. Gotten a little mix up. Number 16, Erica Patorti, is in the box for 2 minutes for the Ravens. You get Jarvis with the puck now. Takes a shot through the crowd and right into Ayla Shea. Picked back up by number 17. Taylor Sweat clears his zone off of Smith's skate. Molly is going deep. Setting up behind her net, waiting for the power play to set up. And here comes Jarvis wheeling behind the net. She's going to pick the puck up and take it herself. Jarvis is going to have plenty of room to skate here. She's inside the blue line, makes a little move. She goes deep into the corner. Hits Molly Smith at the blue line. Big crowd in front of that net, and Molly throws it through the crowd. Ayla Shea comes off the rebound, turns and whips a hard shot back at McDermott. McDermott's just there, blocking the shots. Puck squirts free, comes to the corner, but Jarvis gets it back up to Smith at the top of the key. She's got Alexander at the top of the circle, fires one into McDermott's chest. The way that crowd is just so thick in front of the net, you're not getting a puck through that crowd in the air. You've got to keep it on the ice. Another quick move would be from Jarvis to Smith, Smith to Alexander, and Alexander's going to come right back to Jarvis on the far side for that shot, and it's there. See if they can pick it up. Jarvis wins the draw over to Alexander. Alexander overskates it, comes back up to Smith. Smith over to Jarvis. Jarvis back to Smith at the top of the umbrella. Smith fires one low, gets through to McDermott. McDermott pads it to the corner. Jarvis picks it up, and she's coming back to the top of the blue line. Throws over to Alexander on the other side of the circle. High wrist shot by Ray Alexander over McDermott's shoulder into the net. She had a nice little seam there. Everybody was tied up in front on top of the crease, and Ray came in from the side angle and just got that above McDermott's shoulder. She went down into the butterfly. Real crisp shot, too. A lot of net twang on that one. The Comets are really working the puck. They're taking their time, which they should at this point in the game. Ferson on the draw with Emma Barclay. Puck is won by Ferson, back to Erin Benoit. Erin's back into her zone. She's got Ayla Shea across. She looks up ice. She hits Addie Parent at center ice. Addie crosses the red line. Now she's inside the blue line. Ferson, she passes it back to Grace Reyes. Grace takes a little shot toward from Dermott. Rebound. Parent picks it up, takes it behind the net, tries to feed it to Ferson, but it's deflected by Patori, 16. Goes back up to the point, now sent back down to Parent. Now it's got Erin Benoit. She's running parallel across the blue line with it. Loses it, picks it back up, and gets it on a Ferson stick. Ferson comes back and loses it, but it goes back to Parent on the blue line. Throws one through the crowd. Ferson picks it up and is covered by number 6, Piper Newman. Parent. No, that's Grace Frades coming around the corner. She's defended by Newman. Frades comes back up to the point, throws it to Ayla Shea. Ayla throws one in deep. Newman takes the puck and throws it at the end of the ice for icing. Comets up right now, 6-0. 10 minutes left of the third. Quick shout out to our sponsors, and this live broadcast wouldn't be possible without our local sponsors. A huge thank you goes out to Northwest Rehab Services, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, Handy Toyota, Novus Glass, HB Greenhouse Nursery, and JC Image. If you'd like to join this incredible group of sponsors, please contact Northwest Access TV at 802-782-8676. Face-off won by Frades, pulls it back a little bit too strong, clears his own. Matthews has the puck, throws it over to Ari Richards. Richards crosses the center ice and dumps it to the side of McDermott. McDermott sticks it to the corner anyway. Puck comes back up from Storm to Richards. Richards got the puck. She's taking a look. Throws a soft one in. Hits off the stick of skates of Gallipo. And comes back out. Kate Storm throws it back in on net. And that thing did a pole vault over McDermott. It hits McDermott's pads and just flew up in the air. Suspended it behind her and then just dropped into the net. I think that'll be Storm's second goal of the night. Gabby Frey's on the draw with Sutherland. Tied up by both centers, picked up by Kate Storm. She comes through the center zone. Kate crosses the blue line, tries to cut to the middle, looking for another shot, but she's defended well by Newman. Newman's in the corner now, tying up Bella Schufert. Gabby Frey is in there to help. Got Emily Sunderland also helping. Puck comes back out now by Schufert to Storm, off Storm stick, and here comes Patorti. Up ice, crosses the red line and throws it in, and she's following her own puck. Julie Matthews picks it up, tries to skates over it, but she comes back to it. She's still got the puck. She's setting up behind her own net. Stiper takes out Bella Schufert on the blue line. She's back up. Puck is now set the length of the ice and given chase by number 6s, Storm and Newman. Newman gets to it first, throws it back out of the zone, picked up by Arlie Richards. Arlie throws it into the zone. Comet's got to clear. Schufert needs to come out. Come on, Bella. And she's out. Patorti gets the puck. She's coming across ice. She comes center ice. Lobs another bouncing puck in on Dahlia Steele. And it's somewhere inside her leg pad. Those bouncing pucks, they don't look like a hard shot, but I'll tell you, folks, it scares me every time you see one going towards your goalie, and I'm a goalie dad. You never know what's going to happen on a bouncing puck like that. Good save by Dahlia. Way to stay with it. Draw one by Lamus. Rowan Horgan throws it up ice. Looking for Amber Paquette again on the touchdown pass. Just a little ahead of her. Picked up by Gallipo. Goes behind the net. Pressured by Montaigne. Montaigne now picks it off Gallipo's stick. Skates around the front and hits Lamus right in the backside. Nice shot on that, but Seneca was there. Puck comes out to Horgan. Horgan throws it in. McDermott gloves it down. Montaigne giving pressure. Puck comes back out. Amber Paquette throws it into the crowd in front of the net again. There's so many Rutland players in front of that net blocking. Shot from the corner by Lamus. McDermott made another save. Puck's back out. Amber Paquette just rips one into McDermott. McDermott spun to cover that shot. Great save. Throwing the length of the ice. Another icing. Comets will be setting back up in the Rutland zone. It's a real quick shot by Paquette on that. I don't know how McDermott picked it up and just read that, and she was there in position. It's a good thing she's got some thick pads on today because she's getting hit hard. Lamus repositioning Molly Smith. Won by Lamus, comes back to Jillian Smith. Jillian holds it, sheds the defender, and sends it back down in the corner. Montaigne gets the puck, sends it back up to Smith. Molly throws a nice hard shot through the crowd, but it's blocked down by number 6, Piper Newman. Now it's in the corner by Molly Smith, going deep with the puck, picked her own shot up off the block, and she's behind the net, tries to feed it out front to Montaigne, goes past Montaigne into Paquette. Paquette shoots it in the crowd. Newman's there for the block, skates it up, and she gets it past Lamus, and she's got a little bit of room. She's crossing into the zone. She's coming into the Steele's right side and flicks it back in across the front of the net into the corner. Picked up by Lamus. Lamus coming around the net, cuts to the middle, goes through 2 Rutland defenders, and she's got some room. She's going up the middle. She's got both wingers on her side. She's got 2 defense to beat. Poke check nicely by Sarah Crossman. Crossman skates it across the blue line and just throws it up. Molly Smith picks it up at her own blue line and sends it across to Jillian Smith. Jillian Smith at the red line, backhands it in. Picked up by Gallipo, who throws it out of the zone to Molly Smith. Center ice, Molly Smith throws it back down. She's got Bree Jarvis. Bree Jarvis rips the slap shot, top of the circle, and hits under the blocker pad of McDermott and drops down behind her, and picked up by Drew Duclon for the goal off the save. Great chase of the rebound. But that was a great slap shot by Jarvis. Jarvis on a draw with Emily Sunderland. One by Jarvis, goes nowhere. Picked up by Aaron Benoit, skates it into the zone. Centers the puck, but Patorti's there to mess it up, and it's down in the corner now. Newman comes out of the corner with the puck. Pressured by Alexander. Retreats back behind the net, and coming up the other side, and then she runs into Bree Jarvis. Looses it up to the defenseman, Alachey, who throws it back in. Patorti's still there. Pressured by Duclon. Picked up by Benoit, crossing the center of the circles. Throws a shot, blocked again by Newman. Now Newman clicks it by Shea, and she's chasing. Puck hits official in the leg and knocked down the center ice. Jarvis picks it back up center ice and skates over. She's got Alexander holds onto it and goes into the zone. Now she's just holding the puck. Going deep in the corner. Drifting around, looks like a trolling shark. She throws it back up to her point, looking for Aaron Benoit, but it's missed and picked up by Drew Duclon, sent back down to Jarvis. Jarvis behind the net with the puck. She's looking, coming out high. Tooling through the zone, hits Alexander on the far post. Alexander, quick shot, but McDermott's there. Puck is back to Jarvis in the corner, coming out of the corner, hits Alexander again. Another shot, another save. McDermott is just on her game. Puck is now coming up ice, but Alexander makes a little move with the blue line, gets tied up, picked up by Ella Shea. Ella makes a nice move. Little toe drag by Ella Shea. Puck is sent back out the blue line by Duclon to Benoit. Benoit is not able to handle it, and it's clear of the zone. Shea is pressured by Emma Barclay. Barclay stops Shea at the blue line. Puck is now up to Jarvis. Jarvis crosses the center ice, and she is inside the blue line. She's got another ripper. McDermott, another save. Puck to the corner. Picked up by number 9, Sarah Crossman. Throws it around to Gallipo. Gallipo just throws it up ice. Riley Shea is there at the blue line to keep it in. Throws it down deep. Addie Parent is there to pick it up. Nope. Giving chase is now Annika Fersing. Annika Fersing is doing battle with Crossman and Taylor Sweat. Doing a great job with it, and then she comes out of the corner with it. She sends it back to Grace Freeze, center ice, and misses the pass, and picked up by number 17, Taylor Sweat, who sends it to length of the ice for icing. Get 4 minutes left in the game, and the clock will be running at this point. This next 4 minutes are going to go real fast, folks. Face-off will be down in the Rutland zone. 7-0 lead by the Comets. You have Annika Fersing on the draw. She will be facing off with Piper Newman. Won by Fersing back to Richards. Richards kind of loses her handle. Pressure by Patorti. Puck comes back up to Richards. She just throws it towards the net. It's picked up by Newman. Newman throws it off the boards. Mia Delore runs into Kiana Bushy. But the puck is still cleared and goes the length of the ice for another icing. One more shout out to our sponsors. This live broadcast wouldn't be possible without our local sponsors, and a huge thank you to Northwest Rehab Services, Collins Play Sports and Fitness Center, Handy Toyota, Novus Glass, H&B Greenhouse Nursery, and JC Image. If your business would like to join our incredible community of sponsors, please contact Northwest Access TV at 802-782-8676. Fersen comes in for the draw. Won by Fersen back to Parent. Parent back to Aaron Benoit. Aaron Benoit over to Jillian Smith. Jillian Smith sends it into the zone. Hits off Fersen's stick. Comes back up to Smith at the blue line. Smith over to Grace Freeze. Grace is looking to move into the zone. Pressured by Gallipo and Kiana Bushy. Doing a great job pinning her on the boards, but Benoit comes out with the puck. Sends it over to Addie Parent on the blue line. Pressured by number 11, Lila Oquendo. Good job by Lila. Keeping the puck wide. The puck is shot and blocked by Sarah Crossman to the corner. Frades comes out of the corner of the puck. She's coming across the top of the key. Throws one towards McDermott, who makes another save. Two words that are being used a lot today is McDermott and save. She's doing a great job. The score is not indicative of how well she's played today. Tough kid, put the pads on. Freshman Gabby Frades comes out for the draw. She'll be facing off with Piper Newman. Another freshman. Face-off won by Frades. It's pushed in the corner. Frades got the puck. She sends it back out to Kate Storm. Gets past Storm to all the way to Allie Richards at blue line. Allie throws one in on McDermott. Another save by McDermott. A lot of bodies. Puck's kicking around. Now it's kicked free back up to Richards. Richards throws it in, but out comes Patorti. She's taking it a run. She's got it down into the corner behind the goal line now. She sends it back out center ice, but it's picked up by Mia Delore, sent back in the corner, now picked up by Gabby Frades. Gabby's got Kate Storms ahead if he sees her. Nope. Across the blue line, Kate still fighting down the middle, looking for that puck. Frades tries to center it, but is defended by number 6, Piper Newman. Great job, and also a little poke check, I think, by McDermott's stick. Puck is set the length of the ice for another icing. Minute 14 and running. A little time for one more drop, I think, by the time Derek Tatro picks that puck up and meanders down to the face-off circle. Great job by the officials, keeping the game moving. Frady's on the draw with number 21, Sophia Ellison. Won by Frady's, pushes it back, but gets by Benoit in the blue line. Ellison is on her, actually that's not Ellison, Kiana Bushy on her horse trying to chase down Benoit. Now Ellison is there to pick it up off her stick. Pressure by Gabby Frady's. Gabby tries to chip out of zone, gets it out. Now picked up by Kate Storm. Kate kicks it off her skate ahead of her. A little bit too far, and Gallipo throws it the length of the ice. A lot of fun energy out there. You got some kids seeing the ice a lot more than they normally would see this season, and it's great opportunity for the coaches to exercise their bench. You know, get some new legs out there and let them figure out how this game's played. Face-off won by Lamus, back to Jillian Smith on the blue line, over to Aaron Benoit. Aaron Benoit skates it in a little bit deeper, fires a shot over McDermott's shoulder and to the corner. And that will wrap it up, folks. Rutland Ravens come out, make a nice little 2-hour journey up to visit the Comets in our barn, and you know, they don't disappoint. Last time we played them was I think a 10-0 game. This one was a lot harder fought. The defense for Rutland played extremely well. The Comets have put a lot of shots in on Sierra McDermott, and you know, in my opinion, I would give the player of the game to the Rutland goalie, Sierra McDermott. She stood on her head. Even though they come out with a 7-0 loss, that kid saw a lot of shots today and did her job. But here we are moving forward. We'll probably see this Rutland Ravens team again in the first round of the playoff if things play out the way they are. And we'll see them back here in about another week and a half. Thanks again for all you people that are out there tuning in the broadcast and listening to me ramble. Look for us Wednesday night. We play South Burlington. The Wolves. That'll be a great matchup. You never know what they're going to bring. They've got a solid defense and a really couple electric players on the forward line, so we'll have some fun matching up with them on Wednesday for our senior night. Take care. This is Dave Jackson signing off for Northwest Access.